Welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Well, Singy, we get to see the most powerful hitter in the league in this one. He's got home run power, baby.
Who doesn't like bombs, Boog? This guy has wowed the crowds all season. Yeah, get your popcorn ready.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll here. And towing the slab in this one, Cristopher Sanchez. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Francisco Lindor leading things off and takes a strike. Out towards left center. Schwarber makes the grab, one away. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Francisco Lindor.
This guy's been a very consistent performer at the plate this year. Top 5 in batting average in the National League. And I tell you what, you got to be good, but you also have to be a little bit lucky. And he's been both, spraying balls all over the yard.
Here's Juan Soto. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Foul ball. Sanchez, an all-star a season ago. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Steps on first for the out.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Pete Alonso.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Pete Alonso. And first offering is fouled off. And that is out of play. Two down, nobody on. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 1-0. Singy, he's got a nice hitting streak going, and he extends it another game with that swing.
So locked in right now, Boog, and clearly it's not like he's just stringing singles together during this streak. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's Brandon Nimmo. That missed by a lot, and that's ball 1. Two outs. Now he breaks his bat. Bare hands it. Tough play. Not in time. He's safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Jeff McNeil stands in. On the ground, right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Batting 6th, the first baseman, Mark.
And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. Went deep in the ball game last night. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two aboard, 2 outs. Line drive, and that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
No, he's in there.
Throw to first, and he gets back safely.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In to score is the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and they're up by 3.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now it's Jose Siri.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
And that one hammered. That's back there. That one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 6-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Cristopher Sanchez done for the night, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
Andrew Painter will take over here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So 2 down. Francisco Alvarez digs in now. Fastball is outside. And a pitch. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
That's to third. Fair ball. Can't glove it cleanly.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Fly to left his first time. Ground ball to Bohm. Over to Sosa. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 6-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And on the mound in this one, Sean Manaea.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season, and when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one. Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Big time now for the Phillies lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these guys even during batting practice when it doesn't matter. They're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Trey Turner. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. And that one is in for a strike.
No ball,
Two outs, base is empty. Tap to first. But it kicks foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to kick into the corner. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Throw in is offline, so he'll get in there with a 2-out double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
So man aboard. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Homered in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
Fly ball down the line. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Phillies strand 1, still up against a 6-0 deficit. New inning getting started, and stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. Painter back to work. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Here's Pete Alonso. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Soto gets his lead at first with nobody out. That one the other way, and it goes just foul. Into center, Rojas on the move. Long run, nice grab. One down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So a man aboard, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. Reached on an infield single his first time. And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Man at first, one away. Ground ball right side, could be 2. One at second. Over to first, safe.
No, he's in.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
So up next for New York, Jeff McNeil. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just missed.
2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Two outs. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Mark.
And here is
Vientos.
Mark Vientos. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Coming home. 1 run is in. McNeil headed home. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Man at second here with 2 away. And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. That one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 8 and the Phillies nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and here's the catcher, JT Realmuto. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Now a jump throw. Nicely done for the out.
Batting 6th, the right fielder, Max Kepler.
My goodness, Chris, he had to generate a ton of power in that jump throw for the out. Let's take another look and dive into the numbers from StatCast.
Man, that's an impressive throw right there. In the air, all the way from third base. You've got to have a powerful arm to play third base, but he just showed he's got more than enough. He's got to can it.
1 out, base is empty.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
That to right. Soto in position. 2 down.
Batting 7th, the second baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa. Didn't play in last night's game. A little breather for him. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Fastball for a strike. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We played 2 full. It's the Mets 8 and the Phillies nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a miss. 0-1. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. That's in there. 0-2. And down on strikes. And one gone.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Alvarez. The next to hit takes ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Alvarez will handle the catching duties in this one, hitting ninth in today's lineup. And he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. Bohm throws on to first. 2 up, 2 down. Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
This one lifted in the air, left field. He's got it, and that'll do it. Back here in Philadelphia, and now the first baseman, Weston Wilson. Wilson matched a homer in his last game.
0-1's the count.
Manaea ready to fire now.
He's really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Rodolfo Castro. Outside corner, there's a strike.
0-1.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Vientos makes the catch. 2 away now.
Up next for the Phillies, the center fielder, Johan.
So the batting order turns over.
Rojas.
And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Johan Rojas. Strike one.
One.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Soto going after it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Soto.
Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. He's already homered here in this one.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember, Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series. That ball was blasted, Boog, and as broadcasters, we can go weeks without seeing a ball hit 115 miles per hour, which is what StatCast tells us there. Man, he really got the bat through the zone and did not get cheated.
Yeah, that ball was absolutely smoked. And first offering is fouled off. Alonso, the runner at first with one gone in the inning.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
In the dirt, blocked.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Joe Ross, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Out to center. Rojas under it. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 down.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
And stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. He's 2 for 2. On the ground right side, Sosa whips it to first. That ends the frame. Mets leave 1 as it remains an 8-0 game. Bottom 4, here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
The third baseman, Alec.
Right through there for a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
And a swing and a miss there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Vientos takes it to the bag, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Shortstop, Ray Turner.
Here's Turner now. Doubled his first time up. Not
Count
close with that one. Ball 1. And another ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
1 down, base is empty. And it is 2-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Nimmo snags it for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle.
2 down, base is
Schwarber.
empty. Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. Flied to right his first time. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
has been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
The 1-2. Just misses with that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Ready now for the 5th inning, and here's the first baseman, Mark Vientos. Painter back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits, and they've done it.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. His second homer this series, and they boost their lead. It's 9-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. The cutter up and in can be such a tough pitch for the hitters. You have to keep your hands above the baseball, and that's exactly what he did. He caught it out front and drove it out of here.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Andrew Painter won't go any further, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for the
Out of the
Phillies,
bullpen for the Phillies, Joe
number
Ross.
41.
He's into the game with the bases
Joe
empty.
Ross.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away.
The batter, the center fielder, Jose.
So digging
Siri.
in, Jose Siri. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. And that one is lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Francisco.
Here's the catcher to hit, Francisco Alvarez. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're at the top of the 5th. And ball 1. Hard ground ball, base knock. So now back to the top of the order.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop, Francisco.
So the lineup flips
Lindor.
over, and now Francisco Lindor, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Swing and a ground ball, and that's a fair ball. Alvarez through second. Coming home. He will score. Caught in a rundown now. Tag, and he's out. Try to get back, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 10 and the Phillies nothing. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And digging in for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And they have their first base runner since the 1st inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, Max.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
So a man at first. And now for the Phillies, Max Kepler. He's 0 for 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, these Phillies need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Now batting,
and here is Sosa to the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. Swing and a foul straight back. And that one fouled off. Realmuto at first, 1 gone. That one ripped. And a base hit. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Wilson in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And now it's even up.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play. With 2 strikes, some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Rodolfo Castro. He popped out his first time. Swung on, belted. That ball's carrying. And that one is out of here. A 3-run dinger. His first homer of the year, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 10-3.
He wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
At the plate, Johan Rojas. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across. Last half of inning number 5.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these 2 teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Ground ball left side, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he's out.
He's out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Action in the pen down there. Jordan Romano getting loose out there. Banks also throwing. That misses the zone. Now 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Well struck right field. Out of here. Home run number 40 on the year. And they add on. It's 11-3.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
And the batter now, Pete Alonso. Cut on and lifted in the air. Rojas hauls it in for the out.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Brandon Nimmo. 1 for 3. And that one hit to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
McNeil.
Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. Ross, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011. The other way, brings it in for the third out. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run to the bottom of the 6th inning. Back after this on the show. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Right through there for a strike. Bohm, the 3rd overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State. Popped up. McNeil makes the play, and there's one down.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
Trey Turner at the plate. 1 for 2. First pitch just misses.
Ball one,
the Phillies with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
To the right side. Over to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the left fielder, Kyle.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber, 0 for 2 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Right through there, got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Down quickly go the Phillies. Still 11-3. Back here in Philadelphia, top of inning number 7, and stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Swing and a bouncer. Throws to first in time. That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
Now batting, third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. And a foul ball. The Mets up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Next
One
pitch
ball, one
misses
strike.
way outside. And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that
One ball,
fastball. Out of
two
the hand
strikes.
looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Right side, hard hit. And he takes it himself
out.
for the out.
Up next for the Mets, the center fielder, Jose Siri.
2 down, bases empty. Jose Siri up now for the Mets. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Waste no time there. I know that was a ground ball,
catcher,
but it was
number 4,
absolutely hammered through the
Francisco
infield. That's not one you're
Alvarez.
excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Ross
Hey, he's
checks
good.
over to first, and he's back.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Real
0-1's the
Mutual
count.
throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Rojas settles underneath it. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Mets strand 1, but still in command. It's 11-3.
Now pitching for the
We're
Mets,
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
55.
Ryan Stanek. He last
Ryan
pitched 2 days ago.
Stanek.
It'll bring up JT
Leading
Real
up
Muto.
for the Phillies, the catcher, JT.
There's one guy that I can think
Real
about, Boog,
Muto.
who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an
0-1.
elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But
Oh,
he's a
that's off the
guy,
plate.
when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Swing and a miss at a slider. Yeah, some
One ball,
guys just have
2 strikes.
instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Max
Now
Kepler at the
batting,
plate.
the right fielder,
Went down looking
Matt
on 3 pitches last
Kepler.
time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings through that one.
From a pitcher's perspective,
0-2.
that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Next one misses. Now 1-2. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Stays alive.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches
Now
out the
batting,
first
the
2
second
batters
baseman,
he's faced in this one,
Muto.
getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. Sosa having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. There's a strike. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, first
Weston
baseman,
Wilson stands in for the Phillies.
Wilson.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
down the line. And that drops foul. On the ground, right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Rodolfo.
So first and second with 2 outs. And now Rodolfo Castro. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Off the plate inside, 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on, probably a challenge pitch coming.
Next offering is in for a strike. Late swing, foul to the left. Two on, 2 outs. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. This one pretty well decided at this point. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mets 11 and the Phillies 3. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Ross back to work. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. And they add a run. It's 12-3. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. A slider right down the middle of the plate. It's like slow motion for a hitter. You're just licking your chops, waiting for it to arrive, and you want to hit it a long way, and he did.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Joe Ross will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Jordan Romano.
68.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
So up next, Juan Soto. This one in the air. Boom. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, designated hitter, Pete Alonso.
Next is the designated hitter, Pete Alonso.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And he gets that fastball by him upstairs. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Orion Kerkering getting ready to go. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop 3rd strike.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
2 outs, base is empty. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Right through there for a strike. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching for
back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Sean Foley.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Back to the top of the order now. Leading off, Johan Rojas. Up and in, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
So with the purpose there is a reason, and then if I retreat then I'm worthless pulling the trees, and man I want to be blameless, strange and unashamed, about as tame as a flame.
Boom at the plate and takes high there.
Counts 1-0.
Grounds one to short. On to first.
Out.
2 up, 2 down.
Now batting the shortstop, Ray Turner.
2 down, base is empty. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
The 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground to third. Beatty to first. And the Phillies are set down in order. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They're down a bunch. It's 12-3. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Jeff McNeil.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
So man aboard. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. In there at the knees for a strike.
0-1's the count.
McNeil leads off second with nobody out. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here. Make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Line drive. Dives, but it kicks off his glove.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now a chance for Jose Siri. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two on, one out. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Foul tip into the mitt, struck him out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Alvarez now at the plate as he swings through. Strike one.
The count.
First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that is that. 2 left for the Mets. They lead it big, though. It's 12-3.
Now pitching for
Back
the Mets.
now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. A.J. Minter.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
And here is
Kyle
Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Schwarber.
And there's a foul ball. Minter, in his 8th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, and he works in a changeup. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, catcher, JT.
JT Realmuto steps in. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Swing and a chopper out to short. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. Can be an easy trap to fall into.
Kepler stands in now and watches strike one. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Real Muto stands at first with one out. Gets a piece and stays alive. Set down on strikes. Now only one out remaining.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Sosa in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time. Minter is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
This team just keeps rolling. This winning streak is out of control. I can't believe that they've been able to reel off this many wins in a row. You're playing big league players on the other side of the diamond, and they're just getting it done. Day in, day out, night in, night out.
And your final, 12-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long